Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to PANJIM Gymkhana for the T-20 action between CHOWGULE Sports Club and ALCON MCC. This is the BANDODKAR T20 League organized by PANJIM Gymkhana at this historic ground. CHOWGULE Sports Club have won the toss and they have decided to bat first. The two openers are out there. Rahul Mehta wearing jersey number 29. He's on strike. And it's Yadla Vasu to bowl the first over of the match from the road end. The other opener is Krishna Thakur wearing jersey number 333. He's at the non-striker's end. The single brings Krishna Thakur on strike now to Yadla Vasu. Nice overcast conditions here. So it's a lot cooler than what it would have been if it was a normal bright day. So that gives a lot of energy to good delivery there, cramping Thakur for room. Yadla Vasu is bowling quick. It's not giving any flight and he has been very quick through the air. With that addition of wide, the total moves on to 2. That was a variation. He was slower through the air and the ball pitched and turned. Krishna Thakur was totally beaten there. Good start to Yadla Vasu's over and ALCON MCC's pursuit here of the must-win game for them to stay in the BANDODKAR T20 League. Tried to hoik it out of the park from the mid-wicket region, but misses the ball, and that brings the over to an end. 2 for no loss at the end of the first over are CHOWGULE Sports Club. It's Nitish Kumar Reddy to operate from the Mandavi River end, the outstation player from Andhra. Single takes the total to 3, and that's what CHOWGULE Sports Club would be looking to do. If there is no delivery to get a big shot across, they would love to take this singles and keep the scoreboard ticking. Up is shot, but the ball lands far too much in front of the fielder, and that's lucky for the batter Krishna Thakur. This time, Rahul Mehta, beg your pardon, Krishna Thakur gets it into the gap, and it's a boundary for CHOWGULE Sports Club. Swatted the ball straight between the long on and long off region, and the ball rolls over the boundary rope for first boundary of the inning for CHOWGULE Sports Club, who have won the toss and elected to bat first. There's confusion out there between both the batters, and yes, no, resulting in almost a calamity. But lucky for CHOWGULE Sports Club, Krishna Thakur survives there as the throw misses the stumps. Krishna Thakur looks to have been sent out there with the definite role of being an all-out aggressor, and that's the type of batting he has been doing so far. This time he strikes the ball furiously, but straight to Hiram Parab. Such catches are hit hard, but they are also good as they stick, and Hiram Parab has taken a sharp catch in the point region. Krishna Thakur gone. CHOWGULE Sports Club lose their first wicket at the score of 7. Atharva Kade is the new man in. The outstation player from Maharashtra is the number 3 batter for CHOWGULE Sports Club. The score is 7 for 1, and the last delivery of the second over coming up. Nitish Kumar Reddy has provided the first wicket for for ALCON MCC rather. This is the final ball of the second over. The new man in Atharva Kai, a right-hander, to face Nitish Kumar Reddy. Oh, is that an edge? Outside edge. Never mind if you're a CHOWGULE Sports Club camp, because they get a boundary. Atharva gets off the mark with that streaky boundary. And the second over comes to an end with the score being 11 for 1. So being overcast conditions here is a lot more cool to be being out there on the field. And here's Yadla with his second over and third over of the match, bowling to Rahul Mehta. Tickle down the leg side finally in the short square leg is there to cut it out and restrict it to a single. So the runs are coming for CHOWGULE Sports Club and they are getting a move on here. This time Atharva Kai rocks onto the back foot and cuts the delivery past the point fielder for a boundary. A good looking shot there by Atharva Kai as he had got off the mark with a streaky boundary through the slip region earlier of Nitish Kumar Reddy's over, but this time he shows his class. Just a little short by Adla Vasu and the batsman punishes that delivery. 16 for 1. CHOWGULE Sports Club. ALCON MCC have 3 fielders in the gully and point region to cut out the shots like that Atharva Kai played earlier for a boundary. Yet he was able to penetrate the field for that boundary. This time the fielder is in the middle between the ball and the boundary rope. And that brings the over to an end. After 3 overs, CHOWGULE Sports Club 16 for 1. Seven runs have come off Yadla Vasu's 2 overs so far. Bowling change from the Mandavi River and it is Hiram Parab who's coming on. The tall pacer for ALCON MCC. Former India under-19 bowler Hiram Parab is tall and can get a lot of carry from the track. Rahul Mehta is preparing to face Heramparap. Rahul is happy to take a single and get Atharva on strike. Heramparap also in the Goa Ranji Trophy setup has a lot of experience of the domestic cricket as well. Good delivery there. No run coming off that. A little bit wide from the off stump, but not wide enough for Atharva to open his arms and play the aggressive shot that he would have loved to. This is a must-win game for ALCON MCC. The Madgaon-based team had gone down in a very, very high-scoring encounter in the opener against Karimabad Sports Club. So this becomes a must-win game so that they stay alive in the competition, which is league cum knockout format. Appeal there, but aborted quickly as the bowler realized it was a bit high for any interest by the umpire. And the result is a leg bye added to the total. Nice shot. A delicate shot this time. Little flick of the wrist and the ball was directed towards the fine leg fence for a boundary. .23 for 1, CHOWGULE Sports Club. Last delivery of the 4th over coming up. Tight single there, but in the end Rahul was confidently getting to the crease in time, and the throw missed the wickets as well. 24 for no loss. It's a run rate of run a ball. 6 runs per over scored so far. Last 2 overs of the power play stage remain, and naturally any batting side would love to get maximum under their belt in the power play. It's going to be Yadla Vasu with his 3rd over from the road end. Quicker through the air, safe approach. It's most of the time spinners do that, because in the power play conditions, that is a natural tendency for the spinners to play it safe. But it becomes a variation as well for spinner when they flight the ball up. It's a battle of attrition. Rahul Mehta had to stretch to connect with the ball here and manages to do that and get a single. Change the shot at the last minute there. Run the first run hard and put pressure on the fielders. That's what the batters need to do, and they tried to do that, but there was just a single there on offer, and Atharva was looking for the second, but it wasn't there. So CHOWGULE Sports Club move on to 27 for 1. This is the 5th over in progress. Steps out of the crease and whoa, what a fielding effort there. Absolutely brilliant. He saved 3 runs for his team there. Kaushal Hatangdi, the captain for ALCON MCC. He's a really good fielder. That's a shot and a wide delivery, and Atharva Kale sends it crashing into the fence. A nice looking square cut there by the batter from Maharashtra. CHOWGULE Sports Club 32 for 1 at the end of the 5th over. Hiram Parab had gone for 7 runs in his first over. This is his second over from the river end. He was in the action earlier, taking a fine catch to send back Krishna Thakur. Short delivery, and Rahul Mehta clears the boundary. A couple of bounds inside the boundary taken by the ball, and it's 4 runs to Rahul Mehta and CHOWGULE Sports Club. Four runs now through the third man region. Rahul Mehta taking full advantage of the vacant slip area and just guides the ball through the slips region for another boundary. 2 back-to-back boundaries for Rahul and CHOWGULE. This is the final over of power play, and Rahul's intention is to get the maximum from these deliveries. A single will bring Atharva Kale on strike. Oh, that could be dangerous. That was really tight, but the batters responding to the call and getting back to the crease as quickly as possible. But if that had hit the target, it could have been really tight. Nevertheless, 1 run added to the total. Dot deliveries to and the over, and it's 42 for 1 at the end of 6th over. Our CHOWGULE Sports Club, after having won the toss and electing to bat first. Saish Kamath is coming on to bowl from the road, and left arm orthodox spinner. He bowled well in the first game against Karimabad. Atharvakai is on strike. CHOWGULE Sports Club's second wicket partnership has now grown up to 35 runs. After the early loss of Krishna Thakur, Rahul Mehta and Atharvakai have now developed this promising partnership, which is now worth 36. Using his feet well there and driving the ball down the ground. Just a single for Rahul. Saish Kamath also preferring to bowl quicker through the air. Another single to end the over, and the score moves on to 47 for loss of 1 wicket. 5 runs came off that over by Saish Kamath. Prakash Chauhan is the new bowler, replacing Heram Parab from the river end. So spin at both the ends now for ALCON MCC. The length at which the bowler pitches the ball becomes of huge importance, especially in T20s when the batters are ready to innovate and play 360 degrees. And that is why T20 is the format of the game that is becoming very popular for its entertainment value. So far, ALCON MCC spinners have been right on the money. They haven't bowled too many loose deliveries, and some good balls have also been put away for boundaries by CHOWGULE batters. This time, slightly fuller delivery, Atharva Kai driving it down to the covers boundary for 2 runs. "50 up for CHOWGULE Sports Club in the 8th over. So it's been a decent start for CHOWGULEs. So at the end of 8th over, the total score is 52 for the loss of 1 wicket. Prakash Chauhan's over, giving away 5 runs. And that's a decent start to Prakash's spell as well. The batters taking some water and probably some message going out as well. So with 8 overs gone, CHOWGULE Sports Club are 52 with their current run rate being 6.5 runs an over. His shot goes straight to the fielder there at backward point, who's in the circle. Atharva plays this uppishly, just a single of this effort for him. Saish Kamath operating from the road end. He has generally bowled well in this league so far. How can CHOWGULE Sports Club disturb his line and length? What can they do differently to unsettle the bowler? It's often said that if you allow the bowler to dictate the terms, they will get on top of you. Here they are trying to find a way, and Saish Kamath is able to the task. He is not going to relent. This is a fascinating contest between two well-set batters and ALCON MCC spinners. They are bowling some quality deliveries. Very good over there by Saish Kamath. Just one run of that over. This is going to be fascinating affair going forward. CHOWGULE Sports Club 53 for 1 of 9 overs. With a lot of dot deliveries, the batters will think of innovative ways to get runs on the board, and this is what is the natural tendency for the batters in T20 format. Too many dot balls and there's pressure. Om Prakash Chauhan, another spinner operating from the river end now. Atharva is on strike. This is the 10th over of the match. A magnificent hit this by Atharva over the long on boundary. The ball was there for him right in his zone, and he has gone long and hard with that beautifully struck shot down on his knee and lofts it over the long on region, and the ball lands in the Mandavi River. Not really. The ball landed around the fence and it has made its way back on the ground. In the earlier matches, a couple of deliveries or a couple of balls went far away than this one. This one landed just around the fence, but nevertheless a superb hit there by Atharva. He moves on to 35. Wide delivery there by Om Prakash Chauhan. That's the second wide ball of the day so far. Oh, that's a good comeback by Chauhan. He beats Atharva, all ends up. The sixer though lifts some of the pressure from the CHOWGULE batters. That's a wonderful shot in the offside through the covers boundary for 4 runs. So the big shots have come in this over. They are breaking the shackles now a bit. Om Prakash bowling that delivery a bit full and bit wide, so Atharva gets hold of the shot, striking nicely for a boundary. The total moves on to 64 for 1. 2 deliveries to come in this 10th over of the match. Rahul Mehta coming down the track but not managing to get a good amount of bat in the ball, and he has edged the ball. Really good effort by the fielder there to take the catch in the gully area. Second wicket down for CHOWGULE Sports Club with a total of 65, and that also brings the 10th over to an end. ALCON MCC skipper Kaushal Hatangdi, the fielder who has been very good in the field, takes a good diving catch here. Ravi Teja, another outstation player in the CHOWGULE Sports Club ranks. He's out there and he joins fellow outstation player Atharva in the center. CHOWGULE Sports Club are 65 for 2 after 10 overs. Saish Kamath will continue to bowl. This is his third over. He has been very economical. Just 6 runs coming off his first 2 overs. So a batter from Maharashtra and another from Hyderabad doing the duty for Goa's CHOWGULE Sports Club. A single for this fluent drive by Atharva gets Ravi Teja on strike. Left-hander Ravi Teja. So it's the left-right combination which is out there for CHOWGULE Sports Club. This is a very, very important period in this match. Usually it's the spine of the inning. It's considered as the 10th to 17th over. If the team gets maximum runs with minimum risks, they end up with a strong total. It's getting a little brighter now out there and a little warmer as well. Oh, trying to hit the ball over the square leg region, and there was a strong appeal by Sahish, but the umpire Prashant Gadekar was not interested. The end of 11th over. It's 69 for 2. Just 4 runs came off that over by Saish Kamath. Now we will see some pace action as Nitish Kumar Reddy will replace Om Prakash Chauhan from the river end. The outstation player from Andhra will begin operating from the river end. Is bowling to Ravi Teja. This is Andhra versus Hyderabad in Goa. You're watching BANDODKAR T-20 League organized by PANJIM Gymkhana here in Panji, Goa. Wow, what a flick shot there by Tervakai. This is a shot of very high quality, and a boundary here takes the total to 74 for 2. 12th over is in progress. Atharvakai moves on to 46 of 33 deliveries. He has been the aggressor for CHOWGULE Sports Club in this innings so far. Both batters ran the first run hard and were hoping to get the second run, but there was no initiative, and as such, just a single coming. Single being added to the total. And Ravi Teja is now on strike. Atharvakai's innings so far has been studded with 6 boundaries and 1 sixer. That's 12th over ending, and CHOWGULE Sports Club are 75 for 2. Atharvakai is batting on 47. Ravi Teja is on 3. 8 overs to go in this BANDODKAR T-20 league match. ALCON MCC's bowlers have generally bowled very well so far. Not too many loose deliveries. And the team has also been good in the field. 2 sharp catches taken by Hiram Parab and Kaushal Hatangri. The fielding has been good. Bowling has been disciplined, and the batters are also presented with a strong challenge overall, and the CHOWGULE batters are finding a way here. They have a good foundation now. 75 for 2 of 12 overs. Atharvakai especially has played some high quality shots. Played very watchfully there by Atharvakai. Saish Kamath with his final over of his quota of 4 overs. He has bowled 3 overs, giving away 11 runs so far. Rather 10 runs so far. This is a left and a right combination for CHOWGULE, and yet Saish Kamath has been able to adjust his variations accordingly. Usually the bowlers tend to get a bit so when a left and right combination is out there in the center, usually the bowlers sometimes find it tough to adjust immediately, but Saish Kamath has been very, very confident about the task that he has in his hand. That's the ball. Good stop there in the circle, preventing the single there. So this is really intriguing. Runs are being cut out on regular basis. Good fielding by the ALCON MCC fielders. Bowling has been good as well. Atharva Kare is being watchful. He's on 48 of 38 deliveries now. Just 2 runs off this over so far. This is the last delivery of the 13th over. Oh, short delivery there. Quite lucky, Saish Kamath. Just a run conceded of that delivery and gets away with it. But overall, Saish Kamath has bowled a fantastic quota of 4 overs, giving away just 13 runs. At the end of 13 overs, CHOWGULE Sports Club are 78 for 2. Atharva Kare batting on 49 of 39 deliveries. Ravi Teja is on 4 of 8 balls. 7 overs, 42 legal deliveries remain. What is the target that CHOWGULE Sports Club have in their mind? Only time will tell. The projected score is 120. That is a run a ball, which is also the current run rate. But with 8 wickets in hand, it's anybody's natural guess that they can get a lot more than what is projected. That's T20 cricket. If you have wickets in hand, you can go on an all-out attack deeper into the inning.
ऐसे और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो
Vasu Yadla, left arm orthodox spinner, being brought on from the river end. This is his 4th over as well. He has given 15 runs in his first 3 overs. ALCON MCC spinners have dominated the batters so far. This is his final over today. Lots of open areas for singles if the batsman gets a bit of bat on the ball and turns it into the leg region. There are open spaces, singles on offer, but 3 dot deliveries so far in Yadla Vasu's over. Oh, that's the first bad bit of fielding there. Misfielded the ball, the fielder in the gully, and that gives a couple of runs to Yadla Vasu, and his 50 is up. Half century for ALCON is on 51 of 42 deliveries. And CHOWGULE Sports Club up to 80 now in the 14th over. Somehow ALCON has not been able to get big hits there. Boundaries have dried up for ALCON. Here he tried a switch hit, and that's not coming off for him. Nevertheless, CHOWGULE get a single. It was a bye. Ravi Teja is now on strike to Yadla Vasu. Comes down the track, but not having room enough to take it over the boundary and gets the fielder. Just a single to end the over. The total moves on to 82, rather 80. 82 it is, for loss of 2 wickets for CHOWGULE Sports Club. 14 overs have been bowled, 6 overs remain. ALCON MCC have managed to apply brakes on the scoring of CHOWGULE Sports Club. Both the batters have been kept in check. The big shots have been kept in check. The runs have come in the form of ones and twos. Yadla Vasu's last over, only 4 runs came from that, and that finishes his quota of overs with just 18 runs coming off his 4 overs. So really good spells by both spinners, Yadla Vasu and Saish Kamath so far. They have done their job, bowling very economically. It's now over to Om Prakash Chauhan from the road end. This is his 3rd over. Another misfield, and this time it's very costly for ALCON MCC. The fielder at backward point could not stop that cut shot from ALCON, and as a result, ALCON and CHOWGULE Sports Club get a boundary. The score moves on to 87 for CHOWGULE Sports Club. Good looking shot, but just a single from it. Little bit short, and Ravi Teja could not get it beyond the bowler, and bowler going to effect a run out. Ball misses the stumps, and the batters take a single from it. The last delivery of the 15th over. Once again, Atharvakar tries a switch hit and it doesn't come off. The end of 15 overs here at PANJIM Gymkhana. CHOWGULE Sports Club are 89 for 2 facing ALCON MCC in BANDODKAR T-20 League. Seven runs came off that over by Om Prakash Chauhan. It's been quite progress so far in the last 3 or 4 overs. 5 overs to go hereafter. And CHOWGULE have still 8 wickets in hand. When are they going to go into acceleration mode? They have batters like Darshan Misar in the ranks who can play some big shots. A very classy batter from Goa Ranji Trophy. The score now is 89 for 2 at the end of 15 overs. Hiram Parab with his third over of the day. He has conceded 17 in his first 2. Ravi Teja is on strike. Short delivery with the batter unable to pick the gap. There's a big gap between the deep square leg and deep mid-wicket fielder. "90 for 2, CHOWGULE Sports Club, after having won the toss and elected to bat first. This is the 16th over in progress. Oh, that was not what the doctor ordered, probably in terms of the shot that he wanted to make, and just managed to sky the ball for a very easy delivery. Atharvakar departs after making 56 runs of 48 deliveries. This is the third wicket down for CHOWGULE Sports Club, and they are 90 for 3. CHOWGULE Sports Club captain Darshan Misar is the new man in. Ravi Teja is on strike, as the batters said. Crossed when the ball was in the air. Once again, it's trouble for CHOWGULE, and Ravi Teja now spoons the ball up. It's the leading edge of the bat of the bowling of Hiram Parab, and another easy catch there for ALCON MCC. That's a double blow dealt to CHOWGULE by Hiram Parab. 2 back-to-back wickets. Hiram is now on hat-trick. The CHOWGULE Sports Club now in a real spot of bother. Both the set batsmen are out. Both new batters in the center now, and they have the task of accelerating the inning. This is not what the team wants when they go into the death overs. It's a very big challenge to get in the thick of the action, to get going without having some deliveries to get your eye in. It's a big challenge, but Darshan Misar has it in him, enough experience in him to tackle this period. Darshan is now on strike. The CHOWGULE captain, the Goa Ranji Trophy star. He is an all-format player for Goa. He has the shots, but what has Hiram Parab got for him? He is on a hat-trick here. Darshan tackles it watchfully, gets a single, and takes the scoreboard to 91. Last over to come, and new batter Piyush Yadav will face his first delivery of the match. The projected score has now come down to 115. So that tells you that CHOWGULEs have lost a bit of momentum that they had. Meanwhile, Piyush Yadav pulls the ball, but just one run, as the boundary is well protected by ALCON MCC. And that's the end of the over. CHOWGULE Sports Club at 92 for 4 at the end of 16 overs. "24 runs have come off the first 3 overs by Om Prakash Yadav. This is his final over of his quota. He's bowling to Piyush Yadav. Piyush tries to play an attacking shot but misses the ball. He has to read the bounce and turn of the pitch quickly to get hold of his shots here. This time he manages to play that sweep shot and finds the gap between the square leg and mid-wicket fielders, and that's welcome boundary for CHOWGULE Sports Club. 96 is on the board now for CHOWGULEs. They would want plenty of such shots to come by now in the remaining 3.4 overs. That is brilliant. What an innovative shot there, Piyush Yadav. Switch hitting for a boundary. That's a nice shot when it comes off, and Piyush Yadav here. 100 up for CHOWGULE Sports Club as well. So that brings cheer in the CHOWGULE camp, and the CHOWGULE Sports Club fans watching from all over the world on YouTube. Oh, what a powerful flat hit, but unluckily for CHOWGULE Sports Club, Piyush Yadav finds the fielder, and that's once again a safe pair of hands. ALCON MCC have fielded very well, and it looks like it's once again Kaushal Tangri. No, it's not Kaushal. Yadla Vasu, in fact, was the fielder there, taking very, very easy. He made it look very easy. Good catch there. So Piyush Yadav's brief stay at the crease comes to an end. He made 9 runs of 5 deliveries. Shadab Khan, jersey number 15, is the new batter out there. He has joined jersey number 14, CHOWGULE Sports Club captain Darshan Misar, who is on strike now. He has so far faced just 1 delivery, and a single is there on his account. This is a couple of balls to go in this over now. A single is what he will get for that shot. So now it's over to the new batter, Shadab Khan. Who's also a left-hander. So both left-handers out there now for CHOWGULE Sports Club. And Om Prakash Chauhan will bowl the final delivery of his quota of 4 overs. He has so far given away 33 runs and picked 2 wickets. Shadab Khan's shot. This gets the edge, outside edge of the bat, and just a single to end the over. It's 102 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 17 overs. 2 overs, no maiden, 1 wicket for 15 runs. These are the figures of Nitish Kumar Reddy, who is now on from the Mandavi River end. Shadab Khan is now on strike. Misses the ball completely. Dot delivery to start with for Nitish Kumar. Shadab Khan probably wanted to play a premeditated shot, it looked like from here, but Darshan having a word with his colleague and they need, CHOWGULE Sports Club need at least a runner ball from here to make it a fighting total. Once again, it's a loopy bounce for Nitish Kumar trying to take the pace of the ball, and it's like a tennis ball bounce and the batters are finding it difficult to get the ball away. That was bowled with a lot of pace, and it's only Shadab Khan only manages to loft it high in the air, and it was good running catch by the ALCON MCC fielder there. Shadab Khan is gone. CHOWGULE loses their 6th wicket. They're 102 for 6 now. Mahesh Rao, excuse me, Mahesh Rao is the new man in. CHOWGULE's innings has stuttered after a good partnership earlier between Atharva Kade and Rahul Mehta. They have been unable to maintain the tempo, and it has come to a very a sort of a dry spell, if one can say, in the context of the situation. The runs have dried up. Darshan takes a single, and now Mahesh Rao comes on to strike. With 17.4 overs gone, CHOWGULE Sports Club are 103 for 6. Nitish Kumar has bowled economically here. His first 4 deliveries has resulted in just 1 run. He's bowling with a lot of variation, change in pace, and he has once again tasted success. Mahesh Rao could not tackle that delivery, and another easy catch. This is like a procession. New batters are regularly coming on and leaving the stage quickly. Darshan Misa is on the crease, but he has just faced 3 deliveries for 3 runs. He seems like he has been out there for long, but he hasn't had many opportunities. 103 for 7 after 17.5 overs. Felix Alemão is the new batter in, and he's at the non-strikers end now. The bowler himself had to go after that and fields it, and just a single to Darshan and CHOWGULE Sports Club, and that's the end of the over number 18. 104 for 7 CHOWGULE Sports Club after having elected to bat first. 12 legal deliveries remaining for CHOWGULE Sports Club to accumulate runs in T20s. 130 and upwards is considered as a fighting score. So in the remaining 2 overs, if CHOWGULE Sports Club can get in the region of 130, they would have done some recovery to reach there. But having said that, ALCON MCC have bowled really well, and it will take some effort from CHOWGULE to get into that region of 130 from here. Just 12 legal deliveries remain. 7 wickets down for CHOWGULE Sports Club. Darshan Misar is on strike to Hiram Parab, who's coming on from the road end for the first time today. Oh, that's a welcome boundary for CHOWGULE Sports Club. Although it was not intended to go there by Darshan Misar, he wanted to hit it in the mid-wicket area, but the ball took outside edge and going over the wicket-keeper into the third man region. Nevertheless, 4 important runs to Darshan and CHOWGULE. This time Darshan gets it where he wants it, but has he cleared the... Oh, that's really unfortunate. 2 MCC fielders have collided and the catch has also gone down. Couple of runs for Darshan and CHOWGULE. 4. 4 runs, in fact, have been taken by Darshan. And the total moves on to 112 for 7. It's really painful to see the fielders colliding. And this is what has happened. Trying to take the catch and no calling. Both fielders dashing against each other. Saish Kamath there, and he's receiving some help from teammates and the doctor physio there. Kaushal Hatangri and Saish Kamath colliding while trying to take the catch. So there was a slight stoppage there. In fact, there's a correction. Umpires have informed that the batters have taken 3 runs in the process. That was after Darshan had lofted the ball and 2 of ALCON MCC's fielders, Kaushal Atangri and Saish Kamath, had collided trying to go for the catch. So in the ensuing spill of the catch, the batters completed 3 runs. So the total moves on to 111 for 7 now. CHOWGULE Sports Club. Felix Alemao is now on strike to Hiram Parab. It's gone. Hiram has picked up another wicket here. Felix Alemao has been castled. A good delivery by Hiram Parab, full and straight, and Felix Alemao misses it completely, and he has to depart without troubling the scorers, out on a duck. Izan Sheikh, jersey number 79, is striding out there in the center. This is now the 19th over of the inning in progress. 3 deliveries remain. Izan Sheikh gets off the mark. It's 112 for 8. 2 deliveries to go in this over. Last delivery of the over. And Darshan cracks it into the long on boundary, but straight to the fielder. Just a single there to the addition of the CHOWGULE score, and it moves on to 113 at the end of 19 overs. Nitish Kumar Reddy has been the peak of the bowlers for ALCON MCC with 3 for 17 to his name. This is his final over and final over of the match, of the innings rather. And it's been a good shot there, but just the fielder cuts it off the boundary and restricts it to a couple of runs for Darshan. $115 for 8. How many can Darshan and CHOWGULE Sports Club add in the remaining 5 deliveries? Another couple here for Darshan. Four runs of the first 2 deliveries. This is the first match for CHOWGULE Sports Club in the BANDODKAR T-20 League. ALCON MCC have already played their first game, and this is their second and a must-win situation for ALCON MCC as well. Good looking drive. But they've run on the throw, and that's very, very good running. Another couple. 6 of 3 deliveries. That's good running. 119 for 8 now, CHOWGULE Sports Club. 3 deliveries to go. That's a short delivery, and Darshan has hooked it for a boundary into the fine leg region. Good shot there by Darshan Misar. That makes it 10 of the overs so far. 2 deliveries to go. CHOWGULE Sports Club are now on 123 for 8 is the total. Can he finish this with a flourish? 2 deliveries. Let's wait and watch. dot delivery. Nitish Kumar made alteration to the length and has managed to log in a dot delivery. So it's now the final ball of the 20th over of CHOWGULE Sports Club's innings. Once again, is it a dot delivery? Oh, they've managed to run, and has that hit? Yes, he's out. So that's a dot ball to end. And the 20th over, and CHOWGULE Sports Club have finished their batting inning on 123. So 124 is the target for ALCON MCC, and this is a must-win game for the man in blue here at PANJIM Gymkhana ground. So Darshan was run out of that final ball on 22. So CHOWGULE Sports Club, CHOWGULE Sports Club's innings came to an end on 123 for 9. So 124 is the target, and we will be back live in a short while. Welcome back. We are all set to get on with the action here as ALCON MCC will begin the chase of CHOWGULE Sports Club's total of 123 for 9. ALCON MCC openers Manthan Khudkar and Digesh Raikar are out there, and as are CHOWGULE Sports Club's fielders. Both umpires taking their position. You can see Prashant Gadekar walking to the square leg. Santosh Kovekar is the umpire at the end from where the bowling proceedings will begin. Earlier today, CHOWGULE Sports Club won the toss and elected to bat. They were able to post a modest total of 123 for 9. Beginning the bowling from the Mandavi River end will be Felix Alemão, the Goa Ranji Trophy bowler. And to face him at the striker's end is Digesh Raikar of ALCON MCC. This is a must-win game for ALCON MCC to stay alive in the BANDODKAR T-20 league. Very quick delivery to start with by Felix Alemão. There is no time here to bowl looseners. The bowlers have to be at their very best from the start. They don't have too many runs to defend. It's just 123 is what their total is. And with their accuracy and sharpness in field, they have to make it look big. Good line there by Felix, and Digesh Raikar taking no unnecessary risk to play shots. He can afford to be really watchful. ALCON MCC have to just play on the merit of the ball and afford some deliveries to get in. They are not chasing too many over a runner ball or asking run rate. They have to play common sense cricket from here. Nice looking shot there, but straight to the fielder. So no run there. 3 dot deliveries to begin for Felix Alemão. Oh, Digesh Raikar wanted to play a real big shot there, but was nowhere close to the delivery. Didn't manage to get any part of his bat on the ball. It could have been dangerous. He was not in control of the shot. Could have gone anywhere. A lot of chatter in the field among the CHOWGULE fielders. They are pepping each other up. This is by no means this could be an easy game. There goes Digesh Raikar to open the account, takes a single, and ALCON MCC have begun the pursuit of the total of 123 for 8. 1 for no loss. This is just the first over of the inning. Manthan Khudkar will now be on strike. Left-hander Manthan Khudkar. Is part of the Goa under-25 team. Talented young player. And Felix strays down the leg side and wide called by umpire Santosh Kovekar. That takes the total to 2. Oh, Felix Alemão wraps up the over with a dot ball. Just 2 runs coming off the first over there. Mantha not really in the position to play that shot and misses it completely. So ALCON MCC player out there probably carrying a message with him. Both the batters have played a couple of shots that they were in no position to play. And although the score that they're chasing is modest, there must be some word of caution there. It will be Rahul Mehta with his off spin to bowl from the road end. It's pace and spin to start with from the CHOWGULE Sports Club camp. Rahul Mehta here to bowl to Digesh Raikar. Both the batters have collected a single each of the first 2 deliveries. And that's how they get a feel of the turn and bounce of the track. That's the right thing to do to start with. And chasing 124 run target. Nicely played watchfully there by Digesh Raikar, and Rahul Mehta is bowling a good line. That's stump to stump, and that's what's required to do for his team from Rahul. This time a little bit of width, and Digesh Raikar tried to find the gap in the point and covers region, but just a single from that shot for Digesh and ALCON MCC. So it's a left and right hand combination, and the spinner is also adjusting to it by bowling from right arm over the wicket and round the wicket. Here is now. So 1 run to end the over number 2. It's 7 for no loss for ALCON MCC. Felix Alemão is working good pace, and these are good conditions. If you are a pace bowler, you'd like to give everything to your team, and these conditions are favorable for a pace bowler. Manthan Khudkar here has to play according to the merit of the ball. And there he was, putting the short delivery from Felix Alemão to good use. Nice hook shot by Manthan Khudkar, and gets 4 runs for it. 11 for no loss. That's ALCON MCC's total, and this is the 3rd over in progress. There was slight stoppages. The ball had traveled far and took little time to get it back. And then Felix Alemau's back. Oh, that's loud appeal and is given him. Umpire Santosh Kovekar has lifted the dreaded finger and Manthan Kutkar is out. LBW to Felix Alemau. That's the first wicket to fall for ALCON MCC. It's 11 for 1 in the third over. Manthan Kutkar departs at the score of 6 runs. He had hit a nice looking hook shot for a boundary. The new man in is Vishambar Kalon. He was in real good touch in the first match that ALCON MCC played. He was unbeaten on 66. A very strokeful inning in the first match by Vishambar. He now joins Digesh Raikar in the center and Felix Alemau with his tail up. Three deliveries remaining in this third over. So it's going to be Vishambar on strike facing Felix Alemau. Watched and let alone. Vishambar Kalon knows Felix Alemau's bowling inside out. They are a part of Goa's Ranji Trophy setup, and it will be very interesting to see how he tackles Felix and other bowlers as well. Good delivery once again by Felix. He's charging. He's working a very good pace here. For CHOWGULE Sports Club, they need to get early wickets to build pressure on their opponents as they are defending a modest total of 123. Wide call by the umpire. That takes the total to 12. That's the end of the third over. It's 12 for 1 for ALCON MCC. Captain Darshan Misar has brought himself into the attack now from the road end. Yeah, replacing Rahul Mehta, who had bowled the previous over from this end. So it's Darshan to Digesh. Earlier today, ALCON MCC's left-arm orthodox spin bowlers Saish Kamath and Yadla Vasu bowled very good. They did not allow any room to play freely to the CHOWGULE Sports Club batters. And Darshan Misar, very experienced Goa Ranji Trophy pro. What can he bring to the table here for CHOWGULE? Oh, that's a setback for ALCON MCC. He has knocked Digesh Raikar. That's a second wicket to fall for ALCON MCC. The ball had kept a bit low, probably that's how Digesh missed it. But for CHOWGULE Sports Club, it's very important to take wickets regularly, and that's what Darshan has done here by sending back Digesh. 12 for 2. Yeah, watching the replay to confirm the ball kept too low than expected by Digesh Raikar, and he missed it, and Darshan hit the middle stump. So that brings Nitish Kumar Reddy to the crease. He batted really well in the first game, scoring a half century, and this was the partnership that had allowed ALCON MCC to post a huge total of 190 in the first match. Nitish Kumar Reddy and Vishambar out there now. Darshan is bowling really beautifully. He has completely beaten Nitish Kumar Reddy. Turn and bounce. That's what makes spinners lethal most of the times. Lovely delivery there, flighted, and Nitish Kumar Reddy just wanted to play defensively, yet he was nowhere near to the ball. This time he gets to the pitch of the delivery, but just a single down in the covers region. Gets Vishambar Kalon now on strike. It's 13 for 2 in 3.5 overs for ALCON MCC, chasing 123 total of CHOWGULE Sports Club. Big appeal and is gone. Whoa, what a over by Darshan Misar. CHOWGULE Sports Club skipper has struck a big blow now to ALCON MCC. The man in form, Vishambar Kalon, has been trapped in front of the wickets and he has to make the long walk back to the pavilion. It's 13 for 3. ALCON MCC are struggling here. Yes, that's plumb is dead and buried in front of the wickets there. No hesitation in the minds of the umpire. Straight away the finger goes up. Darshan Misal has bowled a very, very good over there. 2 wickets. Giving away just 1 run in that over and taking 2 wickets. That's experience for you. So at the end of 4 overs, ALCON MCC are struggling with 13 for 3 on the board. Captain of ALCON MCC Kaushal Hatangri is now coming out to bat. The situation is now even more challenging as Kaushal and Nitish Kumar Reddy have to do a repair job first, stem the fall of wickets. Wickets have tumbled here in the last 4 overs. 3 wickets down already. The task in front is to chase CHOWGULE Sports Club's total of 123. But with early wickets going down, the ALCON MCC, rather, the team has to consolidate, have to be careful. This is the power play. Can't lose too many wickets in the power play. As seen in the T-20 format of the game, losing too many wickets in the power play can prove disastrous more often than not. And that's how they have to go carefully rebuilding their inning here. Felix Alemão to continue. This will be his 3rd over. Felix had picked up the wicket of Manthan Khutkar in his last over. He's given away so far 8 runs in 2.1 overs that he has bowled. Kaushal Hatangri, the left-handed batter, captain of MCC, ALCON MCC, on strike now. They're running between the wickets. The calling has to be absolutely early and clear, loud and clear it should be, as they wouldn't want the calamity of run out to affect them. That's the primary thing. Need to call early. Ball. Deep Kaswankar is the new man coming out, as Kaushal Hatangri has just gone out, is not feeling all right. He's retired hurt. Earlier in the field, he had collided with Saish Kamath while attempting to take that catch. Probably is feeling a bit of pain from that event, that incident, and that's what is a further blow to ALCON MCC, who already lost 3 early wickets. So Deep Kaswankar now joins Nitish Kumar in the center, and they'll take the inning forward. It's 5th over in progress. Felix Alemão bowling the 5th over of the inning from the river end. Well bowled, and that's a safe approach one can see from Nitish Kumar's. When the bowler is bowling really good, one can only watch it and respect the delivery rather than going for it without being in the position. So that's common sense cricket. Good to see, although it's T20, but this is good to see, as the total is not that big what they're chasing. They can make it up later. Very well bowled, Felix Alemão. The 5th over of the inning comes to an end, and it's 15 for 3 for CHOWGULE Sports Club. Only 2 runs came off that Felix Alemão over. So he has bowled his 3 overs, giving away just 9 runs, and has a wicket also to his name. The Kaswankar gets off the mark with the tight single. Darshan Misard sent back Vishambar Kalon and Digesh Raikar in his first over that was previous from this end. Now is bowling to Nitish Kumar Reddy. This is a really good spell that CHOWGULE Sports Club bowlers are bowling at each end, and this is the last over in the power play stage. They kept it very tight so far. ALCON MCC have had to work very hard for every run here. Nice shot by Deep, but there's a fielder on the square leg boundary and he'll stop it. Couple of runs to Deep and ALCON MCC. The end of 6 overs, the power play stage, and ALCON MCC are 20 for 3. The bowlers have been on top here. So far, it's been the bowlers' day. Earlier today, ALCON MCC bowlers had kept CHOWGULE Sports Club batters under control, and now the CHOWGULE Sports Club bowlers are returning the compliment. The change in bowling now from the Mandavi River end, and it's going to be Ravi Teja. Deep Kaswankar is on strike, the left-hander. Goa under-19 batter Deep Kaswankar. How does he approach this situation? We will see, and that will tell us the mindset of this player. How he reads the situation is the key here. As a young player, there is lots of learning here. There are professionals who are also in this tournament. That's what makes BANDODKAR T20 League a very, very important competition for players, where outstation players are also playing. Ravi Teja is an experienced bowler from Hyderabad in operation now, and Deep Kaswankar is a Goa under-19 player. Short delivery, but Deep Kaswankar had no room, no time to play an attacking shot there, and that's how it's dot delivery. The CHOWGULE fielders are looking sharp. A lot of movement on the field. They're working on the ball and supporting the bowler well so far. Overcast conditions and a slight breeze is blowing across the ground. It's short delivery, but lacked the pace that Deep would have liked it to come onto the bat, but still he manages to play that half pull and gets 2 runs. He moves on to 6, and ALCON MCC are 22 for 3. Once again a short delivery, but Deep doesn't get the hold of his pull shot, lands safely though, and they complete a single. Nitish Kumar Reddy is on strike now. We have seen a very good inning from his bat already. That was in the first game against Karimabad Sports Club. In a losing cause though, but he played really well. He can play all around all around the ground. He has the ability for sure. This will be a fascinating contest given the situation of the game as well. Delicately guiding the ball into the third man region, but the boundary is well protected as Unni Krishnan is marshalling the third man region and he keeps the runs to just a single. End of over number 7. ALCON MCC are 24 for 3. Krishna Thakur, left arm spinner there in operation now for ALCON, for CHOWGULE Sports Club, sorry. And oh, that was a little short, but he got away with it. As Nitish Kumar Reddy couldn't get good connection onto the ball. So it's Krishna Thakur to Nitish Kumar Reddy. Once again, little shot on the offside and just a single though for Nitish Kumar Reddy. CHOWGULE captain Darshan Misar had bowled 2 overs from this end, taking 2 wickets, of giving away just 5 runs. Now he has taken himself off and has brought Krishna Thakur into the attack. A lot of options for CHOWGULE Sports Club captain, and Krishna has started well here, giving 2 runs in his first 4 deliveries. Short ball, and Deep Kaswankar can only find a fielder there, and a misfield allows him to return for the second run, and he completes it. That brings the 8th over to an end, and ALCON MCC are 30 for loss of 3 wickets. Deep Kaswankar is batting on 10. Nitish Kumar is on 6. Nicely struck shot there in the covers, extra covers region. 2 runs to Nitish Kumar Reddy. The boundary rider had to cover some ground and managed to stop the ball inside. 2 runs added to the total for ALCON MCC. The score goes on to 32. Oh, that's a misfield by the point fielder. But he recovers to restrict the damage to just a single as far as the runs are concerned. The ball bounced and dipped just in front of him, and it passed between his legs. That was a ball he should have stopped, but nevertheless just a single to the total. The runs have now started to come regularly for ALCON MCC. There was a period when the runs were not coming, not even in 1s and 2s regularly. The strike is rotating much more easily now than it was 2 overs ago. Last ball of the 9th over, now coming up. Ravi Teja to bowl to Nitish Kumar Reddy. Nice looking drive there in the long off region. A single to end the over, and ALCON MCC move up to 37 for 3. ALCON MCC now need 87 more. "87 runs required in 66 deliveries for ALCON MCC to win the match. 7 wickets required for CHOWGULE Sports Club to get off to a winning start in the BANDODKAR T-20 League. Oh, that could be trouble, but the throw was wayward. So Krishna Thakur in action, bowling from the road end. Nitish Kumar Reddy looking now to get some big shots going. There he is, well struck shot and clears the boundary with ease. A fabulous sixer there for Nitish Kumar Reddy and ALCON MCC. The ball was in his zone for that shot over long off. And the timing and the power was perfect to launch it into the orbit. Nice shot by Nitish Kumar Reddy. This time it did not get the ball off the square. It was Krishna Thakur definitely varying his speed of the delivery in the air, and that rushed the batter. Once again, full delivery, but Nitish Kumar Reddy just manages to edge it into the gully region. Luckily for him, the ball didn't go all the way to the fielder and landed short. This over looks eventful. There's some intent by the batter to get on the top. Oh, Krishna Thakur has got one to beat. Rather, Nitish Kumar Reddy has played it on inside edge and the ball hitting the stumps. Nitish Kumar Reddy is bowled. Big wicket that for CHOWGULE Sports Club. ALCON MCC are 43 for 4. Nitish Kumar Reddy is out on 17. Shivendra Bhujbal is the new batter in, and he'll be straight away getting into the thick of the action as he'll be at the striker's end. The last delivery of 10th over coming up. Goa under-19 player Shivendra Bhujbal. Now both batters out there for ALCON MCC are part of the Goa under-19 setup. Lots of hopes from this duo. for the Goan cricket fraternity. They'll be watched closely as they are the future of Goa cricket. The under-19 is a very important stage in the career of a cricketer, and that shows the talent as well as the potential to grow. So at the end of the 10th over, it's 43 for 4. ALCON MCC have made a slow progress, and it's the scoring rate that is 4.3. That means they have to chase the remaining 81 deliveries in the next 10 overs at a asking rate which is 8.1. So they'll have to double their scoring rate if they have to go all the way and get to the target of 124. Darshan Misra, the captain, has brought himself on from the other end now, which is the river end. He has bowled 2 overs and taken 2 wickets, giving away 6 runs. Here is Darshan Misra. He's fired in it low and quick. He will draw the batsmen and tempt them with his flight as well. A wily old customer. He has all the tricks in the trade due to his experience in the Goa Ranji Trophy setup. He's bowling quick now. All 3 deliveries he has been bowling quick and flat. What do these under-19 batters have up their sleeves? How will they approach this challenge as Darshan is now bowling and Shivendra Bhujbal will be facing him. Deep got a single on the last delivery and he's off strike now. Just 1 run has come off the first 3 deliveries by Darshan. Shivendra Bhujbal facing Darshan Misra. Shivendra watched the ball and left it alone. 2 to come now. This time was totally beaten, opened up by Darshan Misra. That indicates a lot of turn. That's quality bowling by Darshan Misra. Just 1 run has come off his 5 deliveries. This is his 3rd over and 11th over of the inning. This time Shivendra manages to tickle the ball past the leg stump into the square leg region and takes a single. ALCON MCC move on to 45 for the loss of 4 wickets. Oh, what a delivery there. No chance for Shivendra Bhujbal to get close to it. Krishna Thakur is on a roll here. Darshan Mishra and Krishna Thakur operating from both ends. Spinners are dominating once again. Earlier, while CHOWGULE Sports Club were batting, spinners Saish Kamath and Yadla Vasu were also doing a similar job. It's looking a very, very tough task for ALCON MCC to get runs regularly when the spinners are in operation. It's been runs few and far in between. That's how difficult it has been out in the center for ALCON MCC batters. That brings the 12th over to an end, and ALCON MCC a 46 for 4. Just one run from that over by Krishna Thakur. They are tightening the screws here now. CHOWGULE Sports Club. Change in bowling from the river end. Shadab Khan is the bowler coming on. Another spinner. Chinaman variation of a left arm spin. This will be fascinating as well. This will test the ALCON MCC batters. And Shadab starts with a wide. Shivendra Bhujbal has played a lofted shot and just a single to his total. He hasn't managed to time his shot so far. Oh, that was lucky. If the wicketkeeper had gathered the ball at the first attempt, it could have been curtains for Deep Kasvankar. He survives. That much time and Deep got his bat into the crease. But yes, these two batters are finding going ahead extremely difficult. And that's because of good bowling by the CHOWGULE Sports Club spinners. 50 up for ALCON MCC in the 13th over. ALCON MCC are 50 for 4. So this is the last delivery of the 13th over. Deep Kasvankar giving Shadab Khan a charge and then completely misses the ball. He's stumped. 5th wicket down here for ALCON MCC. CHOWGULE Sports Club have now taken a vice-like grip of this match. ALCON MCC are in a very difficult position now. This is a must-win game for ALCON MCC. They had a target of 124 to win. But so far it's proved a struggle for their batters, and half the side has now been sent back into the pavilion. With 13 overs gone, the men in blue are 50 for 5. Saish Kamath is the new batter. Saish has bowled really well in this tournament so far, in the first game as well, and today he did a very good job with the ball. Now he has the task of getting this chase of MCC going in the right direction. 42 balls remain and ALCON MCC require 74 runs to win. It's Krishna Thakur continuing from the road, and he's bowled very tightly so far, picking up a wicket and giving away only 12 runs in his previous 3 overs. So this is his final over of the quota of 4. And Saish Kamath begins his stint in the middle with a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets there. It was Shivendra Bhujbal who took the initiative to come back for the second, and he was running in at the danger end. Saish got back to his crease safely as well. Krishna Thakur, a strongly built lad, is using his physical might. He's bowling with a lot of speed, bowling it quick and sharp, flat deliveries as well. This time a little bit of flight and a fuller delivery, but Saish could not get underneath, and as a result just an uppish try for a single. Shivendra Bhujbal there playing a nothing shot. In the end, he was stumped, sent back. He was neither back nor forward. Caught half cock, and that's how he just couldn't meet the ball. Goes back. This is this sixth wicket down for ALCON MCC. They have just not been able to stitch a partnership of note, and that's how it's been a procession almost. "70 runs required, 37 balls remaining." Hiram Parab is the new man in. Can he and Saish Kamath resurrect their innings? Oh, it's going to be a sad story for ALCON MCC. You never know. The picture was diametrically opposite in the first match, where ALCON MCC batsmen were having a good time. They flourished, but it was one of the T20 classics in Goan history that saw Karimabad Sports Club chase down the big total of 190, with Tunish Saukar emerging the hero on the day for Karimabad. But today, ALCON MCC batting has not been able to reproduce that quality, and they have struggled. In the meanwhile, it's now down to Hiram and Saish to provide some fresh impetus to their innings. But it will be a challenge, as CHOWGULE Sports Club bowlers are on the top here. They have been dealing blows to ALCON MCC regularly. So it's going to take a very, very special effort from ALCON MCC if they have to change the situation. Krishna Thakur has finished his quota of 4 overs, giving away 17 runs and picking 2 wickets. Well bowled, Krishna Thakur. Now it's over to Shadab Khan from the river end. Chinaman spinner. Can ALCON MCC find a way here? So if you can't get the ball out on a big attacking shot, you have to look for a single. If it's good ball, at least take a single from it. That's what the situation demands. Take the game deeper and deeper. That should be the mantra for ALCON MCC here. They have lost wickets regularly and have failed to get that rhythm so far. Hiram Parab. Drive going, but just a single there. He can bat. Hiram Parab has shown his skills with the bat in the past, and their team will be hoping that he can deliver today. Primarily a pace bowler, he has been doing a good job with the ball. Now its task in hand is to bat and help the team reach the goal. Oh, it was a stumping opportunity for CHOWGULE Sports Club, but the keeper missed it. Keeper Piyush Jadhav not happy. That was a clear stumping chance. And as a result, Saish Kamath took the bye on offer and Hiram is on strike. Hiram goes big, and has he made good connection? It doesn't look like, and yes, naturally he's caught out on the boundary. Long on boundary fielder takes a well judged clean catch. Hiram Parab is out. That's the 7th wicket down for ALCON MCC. Rahul Mehta was the fielder there in the long on region, taking a good catch. At the end of 15 overs, ALCON MCC are tottering at 59 for the loss of 7 wickets. And the equation is 65 runs needed of 30 deliveries. Yadla Vasu is the new batter in. He is the outstation pro for ALCON MCC. Yadla Vasu and Saish Kamath out there. What can they do to change the proceedings? Can they make an impact on the proceedings? This will be a huge task, but everything is possible in cricket. Rahul Mehta has been brought on to bowl from the road end. He had bowled the first over from this end and given away 5 runs, so he has been recalled into action now. Nicely struck drive, but it's straight to the bowler. Sound of willow hitting the ball is so sweet. This time Saish Kamath unable to find gaps straight to the fielder. Was that shot to the point region. Single to the total. They need big shots. Boundaries are what is required here for ALCON MCC. The asking rate is too much. It's 64 runs are required in 27 balls. The asking rate has mounted to 14.22. So every over they have to score in excess of 14 runs. That's a huge task. The chase had begun at an asking rate of just over 6. but that changed quickly as ALCON MCC lost wickets at regular intervals. CHOWGULE Sports Club won't mind the singles and twos. Their main task now is to prevent the big shots and get wickets as well. Yardla Vasu goes big, and yes, that's a sixer. Well struck. Rahul Mehta's delivery was a little short, and it was in the zone for Yardla Vasu to play that shot into the long on region. With that sixer, it's the end of 16 overs. ALCON MCC are 68 for the loss of 7 wickets. "56 runs required from 24 deliveries. Yardla Vasu's sixer must have definitely brought some hope for the ALCON MCC fans and the team camp. Can he play those few more of those shots? It's a big task. It's a huge asking rate now for ALCON MCC. 56 of 24. Here's Shadab Khan in action. Saish Kamath gets a single to get Yardla Vasu on strike now. Both left-handed batters out there in the center. Shadab Khan gets through the defense of Yardla Vasu, who wanted to open his shoulders and lift the ball into the mid-wicket region. He is bowled. That's it. That's the 8th wicket down for ALCON MCC. Probably that's the last bit of aggressive batting that we might have seen, but you never know. 2 wickets still remaining. The task is huge. The situation is very, very demanding. CHOWGULE Sports Club are completely dominating this match now. And that's the return of Captain Kaushal Atangdi to action. He had retired earlier in the inning and gone back, and now he has come back. He was looking a bit uneasy there, and probably a little rest might have helped him recover. He is out there. A very good batter, Kaushal Atangdi, but the situation now is such that he needs to play aggressively right from the word go. They need 55 runs, ALCON MCC, of 22 balls. Shadab Khan here has been very good with the ball and has picked up 3 wickets, giving away 8 runs with his Chinaman spin. Kaushal gets a single with that drive down the long off region, and in company of Saish Kamath, what can ALCON MCC deliver now? Both these players had earlier collided in the field while going for a catch. Oh, beaten. Saish Kamath there had launched into his full-blooded drive but could not connect with the ball, and wicketkeeper Piyush Yadav took the bails off, but Saish Kamath was well in his crease. 54 runs in 20 balls. That's what the task is for ALCON MCC, who are 70 for 8. Unni Krishnan has resumed the operation from the road end. This is his first over. Oh, he's the overthrow and they get a single. ALCON MCC. Two runs to the total of Saish Kamath and ALCON MCC as Unni Krishnan could not gather the ball. 73 for 8. Well bowled Unni. The ball goes across the stumps for Saish Kamath. Little width there, but the length was good and Saish was beaten. Exactly 50 runs required in 15 balls. Kaushal Hatangri, captain of ALCON MCC, on strike. They are unable to get the big shots in and get those boundaries and sixers coming, and it looks very gloomy for ALCON MCC now. Credit to CHOWGULE Sports Club bowlers who have really done a beautiful job with the ball. They have been very disciplined. They have been aggressive, taking wickets, and that has resulted in this state of affairs for ALCON MCC, where they are 75 for 8 in 17.4 overs. Good hit, Saish Kamath, but the ball landing few yards inside the boundary, and it's just a couple of runs to the total. Nice shot there, and a boundary here for Saish Kamath through the point region. That takes the total to 81. ALCON MCC batters have struggled. Only 2 sixers have come in this inning, one each hit by one sixer each has been hit by Yadla Vasu and Nitish Kumar. So from the last 2 overs, ALCON MCC required 43 runs. Shadab Khan in operation from the river end. Saish Kamath goes down the track and tries to loft the ball over the boundary. Once again, not able to do, and gets a single. This is not going to help their cause. But this is what is the situation now. A couple of runs here for Kaushal. This has been a very meek performance by ALCON MCC. They were good with the ball, but they have been really disastrous with the bat. And in the meanwhile, Kaushal Hatangdi has been caught in the short fine leg region. It's Unni Krishna who takes that catch. So ALCON MCC have lost 9 wickets. Kaushal departs for 6. And Shadab Khan gets his 4th wicket. Last delivery of the over to go. Can he make it 5? Four for 14 is Shadab Khan's figures. And for any bowler, 5 is a milestone. Every bowler treasures a 5, and Shadab would be looking to do that and wrap up this innings as well. ALCON MCC 85 for 9, requiring for the 39 runs in 7 balls. Om Prakash Chauhan is the new man in. Oh. Shadab was not straight enough, and Om missed that ball, but he stays on there, and ALCON MCC would be getting into the final over now, requiring 39 runs. So Shadab Khan's spell comes to an end. He'll finish the day with 4 for 14 to his name. Well bowled, Shadab Khan. And it's CHOWGULE Sports Club captain Darshan Misar to bowl the final over of the match, with the outcome of the match in their favor so far, but you cannot rule out the mathematical possibility. You cannot call the match as yet. So that drive gets a single for Saish Kamath. He moves on to 21. 38 required in 5 deliveries. This is a tournament with league cum knockout format. ALCON, MCC, CHOWGULE Sports Club and Karimabad Sports Club are in Group B, and this was a must-win game for ALCON MCC because they had lost the opener to Karimabad. This match is also the first in the competition for CHOWGULE Sports Club, and it is now clear that CHOWGULE Sports Club are getting off to a winning start in the BANDODKAR T-20 League organized by PANJIM Gymkhana. Karimabad have played one and they have won their match. ALCON MCC are into their second match and they are on the verge of defeat. So this means that's a good shot. He got good hold of that ball and it's a sixer for Saish Kamath. So that will bring him a bit of cheer, but it doesn't help the cause of ALCON MCC. "94 for 9. This is the final delivery of the match coming up, and is it another 6 for Saish? Yes, it is. So Saish Kamath ends the inning with 2 lusty blows. Well played, and it's also 100 up for ALCON MCC. Some respectability, but that is it. It's a 23-run loss for ALCON MCC, and they become the first team to crash out of the BANDODKAR T20 League 2022. It also means that Karimabad Sports Club and CHOWGULE Sports Club qualify for the semi-finals. Who is the man of the match for his fine innings of 56 runs of 48 balls, where he hit 7 boundaries and 1 sixer. Atharva's innings provided the CHOWGULE Sports Club's modest total of 123, and Prashant Kakhode, the managing committee member of PANJIM Gymkhana, presenting the award to Atharva. Well played, Atharva and CHOWGULE Sports Club. That's all from here, from the PANJIM Gymkhana.